because I've just cleaned that. So cat prints are required. Hi everyone, I'm hoping for a much better vlog today. I have done a little bit of cleaning, which you would have seen. I had to clean the upstairs bathroom, but that is the last of it. I'm not doing any more. Quite frankly, if anything more now needs cleaning, someone else is going to have to do it because I'm cleaned out and I'm very tired and I don't want to use up all of my energy before the wedding. So I'm done now. I'm going to have a really nice, quiet day to myself today. Well, that was the kiss of death, wasn't it? Why did I even utter those words? Oh, I could live to forget those later on, couldn't I? So what I'm going to show you is the things I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a lot of finishing off. So do you remember I've been, or you would have seen actually at the beginning of like each of these, I've been working on my little cloths. So this is a drip cloth to go with the coffee machine, which if the Nespresso machine we've got has got the spout where you can do the milk, and you have to clean the spout each time you use it. So we just use these tiny little cloths, which are kind of the leftovers from the balls of yarn that I've got. You would have seen if you did watch yesterday's vlog, and I understand if you didn't, but at the very end there was a bit with Spartan and he was sniffing one of these, so you'll see that goes there. So each one of these big dishcloths has a little bubble dishcloth, and as you can see some of these need ending, so I'm going to do some ending in a minute. So there's that one. Oh, what does my daughter want? Lovely. Probably don't need to tell you that. Let's just say my daughter's a bit worse for wear from her night out last night. I caught her coming in at 4 AM this morning. What it is to be young. So that's the little cloth that goes with this one. I really like this one. It's kind of a shiny one. Shiny pink. Then these I seem to have ended. There's that one, which is more of an orange. And that one, which is a grey. And then this one, which is a blue. Now these have all got their ends done, so I'm going to put them in a little pile, ready to go into whatever container I find for them. I'm just going to sit here and do my ends. I've found my scissors. Somewhere under here there was a sewing up needle. It's all very well putting, like, you know, a little pretty thing underneath. There it is. Found it. I love these like curved needles. Right, so I'm going to sit here and just sew in my ends. I don't know whether I've ever shown you how I sew my ends in, but I learned this from Ellie of Craft House Magic. So what I do is I go through like a duplicate stitch, so you can't really see it. So that's 1, 2, 3, oh, fell out, 3, 4, and then I go through all the way through on the next one to the other side, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's pretty much invisible and it's secure. So that's that one. Hence why I'm a willing end weaver. I love doing ends because I can make them just disappear. Let's do this one. So I'll show you on this one because it might be easier to see. Okay, so go in there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, through to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. All done. next up for show and tell are my Sherry Iris socks, which I managed to finish yesterday. So that's one. They're pretty, aren't they? The little shorty socks, just little plain shorties, which all I really want to knit. That and my Whitmore. I'm looking forward to working on my Whitmore today. I'm glad the mojo came back for that, and I'm just putting my ends in on this one, so I'll pop you down again and show you how I do my ends on stocking stitch. It's exactly the same, just a little bit more effective, I think. Right, so let's thread the needle. Pro tip, if you want to do two ends together, which I do occasionally if I can't be bothered, make sure they're the same length, otherwise it's just a pain. I've got Demi in the background, that's the bell you can hear. Right, so this is the side seam for the inside of my picking up my heel flap. So I'll go in each of these little V's. So there's one, then back out on the next one, 2, in the next one, 3, back out the next one, 4, cross both of them for 5, and then back again through 1, 2, back out on the next one, back in, 3, so it's just halfway, it's just one side of the V, 4, there we go. Again, you can't really see that at all where that's gone in. I'll show you on the plain stockinette stitch, which you can see a little bit more when you do it. So I always make sure that it's really tight if I've got if I'm doing socks and two together. Again, let's make those ends the same length. Don't know where I've cut my thumb. Don't know how I've done that. Must have done that cleaning this morning. Oh well, it doesn't hurt at the moment. I'm sure it will at some point. Right, so with this, it's the same principle, but obviously they're a different shape. Where's the end? Get my hand in it, be easier to show you. Okay, so I will go in that one for 1, out that way for 2, in that one for 3, out that one for 4, and then back through 2 on 5, and then in that one, 1, out that one for 2, in that one for 3, and out that one for 4. Stretch it so that it's all nice and stretchy because it's a sock. And so because I've done 2 together, that is a little bit more noticeable. If you do them singularly, that's not anywhere near as noticeable, so I will show you. Ooh, what happened there? Okay. Bear with. Something going on with my sock there. Just got it. Right, so cut the end off because that's got a knot on it. And if I can, in a minute I'll turn you back round the other way, but so in that one, it doesn't matter really where you start, it kind of just falls naturally to where you've done it. Back through that way, 2, back through that way, 3, back through that way, 4, then through 2 of them, so that's 1, 2 to change direction, back this way for 1, under that one for 2, under this one for 3, and then under that one for 4. There we go, all done. And as you can see with that one, you can't really see it at all. It kind of disappears. If you do it singularly, you don't see them. See me being lazy doing the doubles. So I'm going to see whether I can do it through the camera for you. This could be fun. Right, so grab my thread my needle. Right, so I've already done it that side, so I'm going this side this time. So I'm going to pick up that one. Whoops, no, that one. Try and make sure you've got a single strand. There we go, 1. That's 1. Then back down this way for 2. Honestly, this is so much harder than it looks. I mean filming it, not the actual stitch. The stitches is really easy. 3. Back down through that one. 4. And you want to go across the 2 to change direction. 1, 2. So just picking up the little kind of semicircles at the top. Then back for 1. 2, 3, 4. Didn't really mean to do a tutorial, but there we go, and then you can just snip that end. So yes, that's so much neater, as you can see on there than it is on there. So they're pretty much invisible, and it's really strong. They're not going to pop out. Yeah, so that's how I do my ends. I've only got one more to do, so shall I do that one with you too? Excuse the Diet Pepsi product placement. And yes, it is only 20 past 11 and I'm drinking Diet Pepsi. In my defence, it's last night's Diet Pepsi that I'm finishing off, and also the can next to it is actually an empty can from a couple of days ago that I just haven't binned yet, because it requires going to the recycling bin, and you know, I've not been that far at my office. Right, 1, back down through that V for 2, back through that V for 3, and back down through that V for 4. Now you're going to go through both V's, that one and that one. So that's the turn round, and then you're going to come back and you're going to go through the top of that V, whoops, sorry, the top of that V, there, all one, and you can go back through from this side to that side, 2, going to come back through that V, 3, and then you're going to go through the last V, which is that bit there. Hold on, let's try and get that bit there. There we go, for 4. Give it a tug, it's all secure, can't see it, and off you go. All done. And that, my dear friends, is how I sew in my ends. As I said, totally inspired by the lovely, lovely Ellie of the Craft House Magic podcast, who showed how she did her ends one Vlogmas episode, and yeah, just love it. I love how she did it. I think mine is slightly different because I think I just go through single and she goes through double. Like I just go through one of the threads and she goes through both of the threads. But both methods work really well. Right, I'm going to pop you back on me. Right, so there we go. That's another pair of finished socks. So after the wedding, I have got a blocking party to go to, because I have these ones. I have these ones, which were the hen party socks, all little shorties. And I have, ooh, these ones, which are the cliff walk socks. So yeah, lots of lovely socks to block and to add to my summer sock collection. I might just take that little stitch marker off now. Has that one got one on too? It has. It should probably come off now, so I don't accidentally. Little pile of socks that all need blocking, and oh, I love them. They're so pretty. They really are. So today I want to work on my Whitmore, and I want to do the second sock on this pair, which is the rainbow socks. Now these are It's a Rainy Sunny Day by Giddy Yarns, and I'd already finished one sock. I knit this at the cinema, and I realised I knit the foot a little bit longer than I would normally like my foot, but I promised a friend of mine a pair of socks, and I think they'll fit her really well, so I'm going to give these to her. And I thought, one of those silly deadlines you give yourself, if I really go for this today, I could get them washed and blocked to take them to the wedding, give them to her at the wedding. I could. I probably won't, but I could. Might be a bit silly, mightn't it? But yeah, I really like these. Really like these, so I might have a go at pushing on with those, but I really want to work on my Whitmore, so probably be my Whitmore. Also, the other problem is, if I do finish these, I'll need to cast on yet another pair of vanilla socks, because I haven't got a pair of vanilla socks at the moment. Right, let's find my end jar. Where's my end jar? There's my end jar. Oh, so I've got a jar of ends that I keep for stuffing, and I've got all my ends from both my cloths and my socks that need to go in, so I might as well pop all those in. End jar. Have I got any more? Yeah, I have. There's a few hiding under here. It's a lot of ends. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a lot of ends with my Whitmore. That's going to be fun. Right, so end jar. Right, I think what I'm going to do next is update my diary, because I think the last time I did this was a couple of days ago now, and I just haven't had chance. So let's see, when was my last entry in this? Monday. So yeah, it's now Thursday, so I've got Tuesday, Wednesday and today to do. Probably should get on that. Right, I'm going to do that. Let's have a quick look at my post-it note, shall I? So Wednesday, shopping delivery, we had that. Clean kitchen, did that. Hoover, Ian did that. Try out hair, we did that the day before, didn't we? So that's fine. Did our washing, did the spare bed washing. That post-it note is done. Excellent. Tuesday, car MOT, yep, we did that. Our anniversary, cheese arriving, do shopping order and clear washing in the laundry. Did that. I am missing Thursday, which I think must have been the one that fell down the back of the thing. Found it. So finished last cleaning. I have done that. Pack bag for caravan, I'm not doing that till tomorrow. Mow the lawn, Ian needs to do that. Set up the spare room, Ian's doing that. Write wedding card, that would be a good job to do. Meg's car's being repaired, that's this afternoon. Remind Katie to bring glasses, she's done that. So Friday, give stuff to Ian for caravan. Cook Danish, I need to remember to do that. Collect wedding cake. Set up venue. It's just such an easy, sounds so easy, doesn't it? Set up venue. Set up breakfast. Set up breakfast cloth. Why would I do that Friday? I'll end up with a cat on it. No, not doing that. Pack bag for wedding. Wash new china, hoover, check bathrooms. Right, that's okay then. I've not moved since the last time I spoke to you, other than I've napped on my desk and I'm chilly, so I've popped my Felix on. I'm going to dive into my Whitmore. Someone left a comment on yesterday's video or the day before's video. Could have been either, because I was wearing the cardigan, I think, both days. No, I didn't knit it. My mum knit it for my dad, but I kept it and I love it and I wear it a lot. So these are my colours. Oh, my colours for today. And it seems to have disappeared. There it is. It's really difficult when it's white because it just blows out. And I am you know when I said I didn't even
sorry, darling?
Not talking to you, I'm talking to the camera, but thank you.
Okay.
You know when I said I didn't think I'd even got done like half the second row? I hadn't started half the second row, I hadn't finished half the first row, so I really hadn't done much knitting that other night. So let's get into it today. I'm going to sit, I'm watching NCIS LA, the new season, season 13, which I'm really excited about, and I'm just going to relax before all the crazy starts later. We've got a guy here at the moment who is fixing Meg's car, because if you remember, that failed its MOT earlier on in the week. So he's currently on the drive fixing the car. She's due home any minute now. Gosh, today's gone quick. Why is it days when you're working it's really busy, it drags, and days when you've just got time to spend and, you know, just have fun yourself, it just goes like lightning. I've got to wash some glasses up for Katie, so I might do that. I might stick the dishwasher on in a little while, and then tonight everything begins. The boys are here collecting their suits, so that should be a fun thing. I don't know whether I'll have anything on the vlog. I've got some really funny footage of poor Katie walking into a door. Her sister, Charlie, is down there at the moment, staying at hers. I thought she was helping, but she seems to be just sitting on the sofa as Katie walks past each time. But yeah, so she's caught a shot of Kate walking into the door, bless her, which I'm allowed to put up, so that should hopefully follow in a minute. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit here, relax, do some knitting. And possibly untangle my yarn. It's the only problem with knitting with mohair, it tangles around everything. Oh, that's That's sad. It seems to have tangled through. Oh, do you know what? I'm nearly at the end of that needle. We'll put up with it for now. So we have a house full of suits going on.
Oh, I've got boxes in them.
Oh, the boxes for the shoes?
Yeah. Yeah? Well, it's out on the vlog that you're feeling terribly nervous you got cold feet. Yeah.
I can't imagine that somehow.
I'm alright.
Good, good.
Loaded up the van. We went to get the suits.
Mm-hmm.
We loaded up the van. And Reese is going to drop them off on Tuesday.
Excellent. Oh, he's not open Monday.
He's not open on Monday.
He got the wrong. He didn't realise it was a bank holiday.
You told me it was Monday, and he was like, "No, not open Monday." So.
Okay, well that's cool.
Reese is going to take them on Tuesday.
Just helping yourself to the cupboard.
Grab the biscuits.
Of course you can grab the biscuits.
Like that, eh?
Wow, have we eaten all those biscuits?
Not beyond me, I can assure you.
Oh, what that?
Yeah, right, you up and both then, mate. I'm going to go, I'll see you later, my love.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Dan, there's I think there's still some Kit Kats in the thingy. Or have you had them all? So if you lift that down, I think there's some Kit Kats in the back.
It'll be a bit better once you can't see your ankle.
I mean, you've not got small feet, sweetie.
You're so sized. You've definitely got fat feet. Do you want to try my skates on? No.
No, we do not want to break the groom before the wedding.
I've got a spare pair of skates now, so we can all go skating together.
No, not before the wedding.
Join the Predator Club. Shiny? What are you going to shine it with? These like respraying. Shoe polish. No, the...
You can't put shoe polish on your belt, you'll end up with it round your trousers. And they're higher trousers. It's cards. I thought it was people's initials.
Always make me laugh.
Ah, that explains that.
Right, done. Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't get you wanted it in the middle. I thought you wanted it on one of the edge, on like one of the bums.
Okay. And I've got twine at home. Right. I don't think we've got that box ready packed.
You showing everyone your magnet, babe?
Yes.
Rude though, you're like, I could do it.
Did you enjoy last night?
Good little hand.
Actually. It's good to see a different point of view.
Dan, Reese said, have you shown everyone your magnet? And I said yes. And then I asked Reese if he enjoyed last night, and he said yes.
A1.
It's an interesting, it's a different kind of story, isn't it? It's interesting.
Tell me about who.
Done it, yes. The food needs eating, and let's face it, we're not out now going to be here to eat the food, so you know. Please, eat it all. Oh, he's got a little pepper. It's a baby pepper.
Oh, murder.
So yesterday's vlog is going to have been so boring. Today's vlog is going to be like 3 hours long with everything that's gone on.
Did yesterday's vlog include the wicked stuff?
Well, it was
You
like
just called it all boring?
it was like 3 seconds.
Yeah, what else did you want me to do?
I wanted video of London.
It's like this.
You asked me to, bleed.
This geezer like
She
stood up.
asked me to, bleeding drunk.
This guy like stood up in the middle of Sharon. Have you given her the pep talk? Don't get anything on Sharon's hob.
Oh yeah, don't get anything on the hob. You mess it up, you clean it.
We're getting the cake around 3:30 tomorrow, Megs. A little after if you're not home by 3:30.
My
The
mum.
cake later. We'll come at 3:30.
Oh, so I'm coming with you guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Megs,
I'm not having baby corn.
that's
Can
like
you just like get home? 'Cause I forget.
I'm not having baby corn.
Yeah.
We're going to do separate thingies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not having
Chicken.
it.
Take it.
Who I am?
Well, I'm not.
Stop eating.
I don't want many of these sugar snack things.
That's one.
Oh, my abs.
Oh, my abs. Might need some more water.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make like your...
You're not for
thing?
real.
Oh.
Then why do I feel this way?
Do you want me to make your